Hello guys, it's Crankiest Fozzie returning with the episode 6 of the Whitehawk From Zero to Hero series. I know it's been a long time coming. I did start the loot and save and I was quite excited with the signings that I've made. As I said previously, I love playing the game in comprehensive, so I play the game as realistically as I possibly can. I don't want to play full match because that would be ridiculous, but comprehensive is really good because you can make adjustments on the fly. You can see where the actual issues are happening right before your eyes. Since we last showed you the Whitehawk save, obviously we applied for the badges at the beginning with the board, and as you can see, we have our first badge. So great. I'm going to try. Let me see if they will allow me to do it again to further my skills. We agree, yay! So we are going to go for the second badges. Lovely. Right, what we're going to do today is I am going to show you a double header. We're going to play Gloucester and then we're going to play Chelmsford. The Kyle Iris requested the Gloucester save, or Gloucester game, because he feels that when you play opposition that sit back and defend, they're the hardest games, and I agree. I like it when teams come out and leave space in behind because you can exploit it. And we've also got the FA Trophy third round qualifier, but I don't really care about that. We did get Truro in the FA Cup second round proper, which I'm... Oh! I've only just realised this, because it was a toss-up between them and... Who was the other team? Let's go up. Let's go up. It was... No, what's going on here? I mean, division-wise, go up. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I'm not going to muck about too much with the perform matches, but you're going to see how I play it, basically. It was Leyton Orient, wasn't it? That's it. Anyway, let's get on with the game. So, how have you all been? Hope you've all been well. We've got our badge, as you can see. We're going to be playing away to Gloucester. I'm going to get into the tactical side of it, but I need to assess how they play, and we're going to do this together. Okay, so we've got Gloucester coming up. Let's have a look at them. Gloucester overview. So they're likely to play a 4-4-2, but they may change it up because of us. They may well do. 4-4-2. Right, so what you need to look for is who is the danger man. So we've got this guy who's got average across the board. I'm not too worried about him. Tom Hanks. Aha. This guy is a favourite of Buster Nets. He done really well. In fact, when he got him to the Premier League, he got the team to the Premier League. This player was very much part of that. So, yeah. This guy is the threat. So what I wouldn't do is dive in. I would try and show him onto his weaker foot. Although you should really do that on the wings. But I'm going to try and cut the source. Positioning here, 11, marking 8. I'm not too worried about him. What's this guy got? So he's pacey, but his crossing isn't to be desired. Not really worried about him. He's got dribbling, this guy. He's got dribbling. His pace is 14, but we have a very fast centre back, so we should be okay there as long as he's on cover. And then he's got, in fact, they've got two. Okay, so they've got two quite fast strikers, so it might pay to play slightly deeper. In fact, if we look at Gloucester a little bit more and we look at their manager, I tend to do this a lot as well. So they play direct football, yeah, as to be expected, because they've got two very quick strikers. So the way we can actually deal with that is we could play with a lower line, with the guys running in behind. As I've explained in my tactical guides, if you play with a low line, you attack from the front with these guys running into space, and then if you're playing high, you play with the possession-based roles, and allow maybe your wing-backs to come forward and overwhelm them, overload them, and try and beat them that way. But in this game, I think I'm going to play low line, With Yadalahi, he is a great header. His positioning is good. Tom Cadman, let's have a look at you. Heading 10, positioning 8. He's not the best, I must admit, in that position. Is there anybody who can head the ball better than him? Defence Coca, this is the fast guy. Not really. So Yadalahi, we're relying on you, mate. And then we've got Ijihar, who's actually a defensive midfielder. He played the last game there, but he's got heading. His jumping reach is average, but yeah. So we're going to play a low line, and we're going to play more direct, and I'm going to get Tiggy to run, Marsh Brown to run, him on support, but I might ask him to move into channels, but we might do that in the game. Okay, now because we're playing quite low, we should definitely make these guys sit narrower. Close down more, fewer risky passes, close down more. Obviously he's going to close down more. So the front three are closing down, and I'd marry that up with the opposition instruction of closing down the back line. Okay, yeah, I'm quite happy with that setup actually. Let's look at I've got my left back, Archie Edwards. What's your heading like? 7. I'm going to stick with Ijihar for the next round. Let's go. Don't worry about all of that. You should really be keeping your players fit with the under 18s and under 23 games, to be honest with you. In fact, let's do it. Let's do it until fit. Until fit. Until fit. Until fit. Just keep your just keep your players ticking, really. Right, let's go then. So, no mucking about. Let's get on with it. In fact, we might start with a normal line and then adjust. I'm going to start a normal line. Now, anything I want to do here, let's play out defence. Simple. I keep it very simple. With lower league management, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't put too many team instructions on. The more you put on, the more you confuse the team. And it's really good to sort of assess one at a time. If look at the differences that they make before you decide on adding. I don't know if the game sounds are on. Let's make sure they're off. Okay, I'm not going to play in comprehensive. I'm going to play in key highlights just for you, because we want to get a double header in. So the defensive line looks like it's quite low, but we're inviting them on to look to play in behind. And I'm really sorry, but I cannot focus tactically when playing in 3D. So we're going to play in 2D. In fact, I'm a little bit concerned here. A little bit concerned. So they're playing support across the board in the middle of the park. We are threatening, but so are they. Just keep maintaining this. So they've had the 2 shots. Let's just push the... Oh, we got highlight. Yes, go on then, the boys. 1-0. From a corner. My corners are set very well. Let me just show you them actually, because do feel free to use this attacking corners, because they are so great. With defence, make sure you've got a man blocking that front, the cross there. Not the nearest, but the second nearest, because you will get decent clearances from that. And then also make sure that this zone is covered. I normally put somebody there that's quite good at heading, because the ball always clears this bit, and then there's a tap in there. Always the same old goal. But attacking wise, attacking from deep. But this lurkers outside the box, they score so many goals because the ball is cleared and then it's recycled. I've got a short option there. It's mixed. I don't just play one way. 2 lurkers, and then when I'm a goal ahead, sometimes I may just bring one of these back to hold, but it's quite early in the game. Okay, so looking good now, looking good. And because we're now 1-0 up, that also means that, look at their right back, he's on attack, which means that my left winger is going to have some joy up there. We're going to aim to pin them back rather than... there you go, 2-0. We were aiming to pin them back rather than let them sort of like cover them. I could have dropped the winger to a wide midfielder on support, and I could have put a defensive winger to cover that if I wanted to, but I thought no, let's pin them back, because if they want to come out, let's have it, basically. And that's the way I play the game. It's good fun. I hate playing on key, I really do, but I wanted to show you both games. Right, so just keeping an eye on the action zones the entire game. I'm quite happy so far, but the opposition do make changes. Don't think that they're just going to sit and play like this and just accept defeat. They will try to come back into the game, but at the moment the highlights are all us, so crack on. Now, I did intend on playing in front. Oh, hello. I did intend on playing in front of the back line. In fact, I'm gonna show you what I would do in that scenario. So I'm going to play inside. Right. So we're going to put an inside forward there on attack. I'm going to put you on a deep line forward on support, because then he's going to drag the defence out and he's going to run in behind. So is he. Okay. He's not really that type of player. Let's have a look. Right, they need good first touch. He's got 8. You need composure, anticipation, off the ball, passing. Vision is very low. I'm not really convinced he can do it, if I'm honest. I'll do it just for the sake of showing you how it's done. And then I would release. So I need someone on supporting him. And then support. That's how I'm going to do it, actually. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a wing back on attack. So I'm going to attack from the back and the front. So vice versa, really. More direct passing. Let's take that off. And now let's retain the possession and we go control. Okay, now attack, that's fine. Let's do it. So I'm intending on playing in front of their back line now, so I'm mixing it up. I'm not looking to go in behind as direct, although we have still got a inside forward on attack which is going to penetrate. But this could have, in this particular match, because they have given us space, I shouldn't really be doing what I'm doing. They've given us space and we're not exploiting it. So really, tactically, I'm not doing a very good job here, because their fullback there on the right is on attack. So I am using Tiggy as an inside forward, which is actually taking him into the centre-back. He's now running into the centre-back where I should... In fact, I'm going to do it, guys. I know I said I was going to focus on that, but I need to exploit this game. The opportunity that's here. We're 3-0 up. Don't give them that time. Let's just keep it safe. Sorry, Kyle. I will do it, I promise you. I will show you it in detail when the opportunity comes up. But I thought Gloucester were going to be a lot more defensive than they are being. So I'm very pleased. Let's go. Yeah, I'm surprised they're attacking. I really am, because they're not doing too well. Considering they're playing, when you play direct football like they do, their manager opts to play direct, obviously because they've got the advanced forward there, the deep line forward, and then they've got the inverted winger there and the winger on that side. So yes, ideally you do want to be playing direct, but what's the point in having a fullback on attack if the ball's getting passed forward quickly? Maybe he doesn't go into that attack until that final third is sort of locked down, the midfield is controlled, yes, of course, but I just think with the direct ball, he's running up and down, chasing the ball that's already ahead of him. So I feel like if you're going to get your wing backs, this is dangerous, guys. This is dangerous. I need to make tweaks. Right, so what have they got? Inverted winger. Right, so if he's inverted, he's coming across here. Straight away, you've seen me do it before, I'm going to do it again. Ijiha is going to come out of defence into that position. Edwards is going to come on and support there. So that's it. Kane, you can have a rest as we are 3-0 up and you're a legend. Lawton, we're exploiting the space, so there's no point. I might start pushing up, and Cadman, you can have a rest because you've been playing every game. Defensive centre back, let's just put you on cover, and I am going to start pushing up, and I'm going to roam from position to maintain the ball, and counter will retain possession anyway. I tend to play retain possession when I'm playing an attacking mentality, just to slow it down, because if you just look at the passing directness on a counter, it is quite direct, but on control it looks like it's less, but honestly it goes forward too quickly. So in that scenario, then I would look to say, hang on, let's retain that possession, but on counter you don't need it. Should we pass into space? No, we're going to retain. We're going to retain the possession, roam from position, play out defence, because we've now got the D mid there. I've been doing it anyway, but generally speaking, I would play out of defence when there's someone here, so you can build it up nice and sensibly. Counter, flexible. I might actually just go fluid just to shore it up a bit. Let's put him on support, so he's going to come back in the transitions. You on support, and then I'm going to put you on poacher. So we're still penetrating, but these guys are more involved in the transitions. We're looking after the ball now. Let's see this win out for the last half hour. Let's be sensible. This is something Liverpool fans would like to see their team do more, I'm sure of. Yeah, so this could be a nice win. Oh, but we could be inviting the pressure a little bit too much. In fact, now that I've got these wingers on support, I might release just to add a little bit of firepower going forward, because you need outlets, and if you don't provide outlets, then the ball will just keep coming back at you. So that's my logic there. There you go. Now we're controlling again. Make sure that you are providing the team with options going forward. Otherwise, you're literally just going to rely on long balls, and it's just going to be ridiculous. And this is looking very... What I'm going to do is I am going to start closing down a bit more. I can't see the action, so I'm kind of guessing, guys. But this is the type of thing that I would be doing. Look at the shot count, 16 to 11. I wouldn't be happy with that. I really am not happy with that. But going forward, we're penetrating the lines. They gave us an opportunity with this fullback on attack, and we've exploited it. That was their weakness. Possession isn't everything. Don't concede in the last 3 minutes, mate. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's have it. Closing down. He plays out wide. He's running at the defence. Come on, guys. 3-1. Look at the shot count, though. Look at that shot count. That is ridiculous. Let's go flexible just to spread out a little bit more. So we've got it's as easy as that, really. I think against Chelmsford, they're going to come at us in a similar fashion to what Gloucester have, which is quite surprising. But Chelmsford are a good side, and they've got a very small pitch, one of the smallest on in league football. It's very, very short, but very wide. So I'm assuming they're going to play quite a wide formation, which I might exploit by attacking through the middle, to be quite honest. So they had more shots. They had half the share of possession, but they were at home. So yeah, we took them quite seriously, but we exploited what we could there. Let's have a look. Is there anybody? Right, so these guys straight away would get... you impressed me out there. These guys would get... Pleased with how you did. Nothing specific, but it's because of my badges. They're not great. That will do. I'm not going to tell everybody. Yeah, so that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this video here, and then I'm going to join the next video of the next match. Okay, thank you very much. See you in a second. Right, guys, we're back with the follow-on. We're about to play Chelmsford, which is tomorrow, but I just wanted to bring to your attention this email here. I do pay attention to this because it will give you a really good idea of how you need to approach each game. The assistant manager is not completely wrong. Do take note, especially with the mentality and the team shape. He gets it right quite a lot. So I do take notice of this, and I feel that you should give it a try. Read these tactical advice summaries, and then see how you get on. And just this little clue here, like how many support duties you should have with these particular mentalities and shapes. Mentality mainly because that's what dictates how many support players, attacking players, defence players there should be. As I explained previously, sometimes I'll go attack, 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 defend, defend, and then he will come in and he'll say, hang on a minute, you need to change it to this, and it'll tell you how many support duties, how many attacking. That's how I learnt, and I started making notes on how many support duties and attack duties for each mentality. I don't always stick to it because sometimes you want that ball to be moving further forwards quickly, but don't want to put a guy on attack in that particular area. So it really depends on whether you want to attack from the front or whether you want to attack from the back. Generally speaking, my rule of thumb is if I'm attacking from the front, I want the ball moving forward quickly. If I'm attacking from the back, I want the ball moving slowly, building up, allowing the fullbacks to play the little triangle football all the way up through each third until we're overloading the opposition, and then maybe release on the left, or look for that lovely ball, or the midfielder might take the shot from outside the box, etc. But the best way of controlling the golden zone, the zone 14 on the pitch, is actually by building up using the fullbacks. I'm going to try that particular approach in the next game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this guy on an inside forward on attack. Yeah, I'm going to put this guy on advanced playmaker, and I'm going to put him on support, and I'm going to look for the guy who's got the best first touch, vision, anticipation. This guy isn't bad, but I want him running from deep, to be honest. Lawton, first touch 9, passing 9, technique 6. His technique is quite low. It's all well and good saying, oh yeah, I can pass the ball like David Beckham, I can pull out a 60 range ball, but if you haven't got the technique to do it, that's quite important, guys. Diaz right, he's the main man really. First touch is 10, vision is 11. Right, I'm going to use this guy for it, and what I'm going to do is why are you playing as that? Sorry, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be advanced playmaker, support, and I'm going to ask you to sit narrower, and I'm going to put Cotton on a fullback on Support, yeah, so I'm going to stick to support. Chelmsford are good. They're not a bad side, so I am a bit concerned. But when we control this middle area of the pitch, then he will overlap. So the idea is to overwhelm here. I might play this guy as a deep line playmaker, but look for someone else to do that, maybe. No, he might be alright. He may be alright. He can play on defend. And I'm going to take fewer risky passes off because he can pass. In fact, I'm going to do it this way round. Deep line playmaker support. Because I don't want him getting in the way of him. So if I keep him on deep line, he's going to stay down low. He's going to occupy this area here. I don't want them running and occupying the same space. Excuse me. Now Lawton's going to protect the back line. Although we've got a guy on defend here. I might put him on support, but he hasn't got much pace, so no, let's leave that as it is. And I'm going to get this guy to attack because he's got electric pace of 14, but I am going to tell him to provide fewer risky passes. So go forward and just look for the little triangles. He will be supporting. He will be looking to run in behind. He's looking for the run of him as well. So there's options there going forward. I am going to play on a counter. I'm going to build up from the back. We're not going to do more direct. In fact, I might go with shorter this time. Shorter passing. We're going to play out of defence, definitely. In fact, as a result, I might just put you there and make you a static defender. That's what I'm going to do, yeah. Right, so counter flexible. Might go structured. Let's spread the pitch out. Yep, that's how we're going to play. Right, so we got 2 attacking. I might put this guy on support and release the front man. I'm not sure, because you should really be having a supporting player either side of an attacking player. But we've got 2 attacking players and we're playing on a counter mentality and we're building up short passing. So I'm going to put him on support and I'm going to have that support going forwards, and then full back, he's coming forwards. Yeah, let's try this. This is how I'm going to play. Everything, I don't just literally go, right, this is my tactic, I'm going to stick to it. I just make decisions and then proceed with it, basically. If you want to get your dynamics, because I'm quite far into the season and I'm still like this, with the dynamics, if you want that to go up quickly, do your tactical briefings. Do it yourself. Don't get the assistant to do it because he hasn't got a clue. Right, so I'm going to talk to the team. My assistant said I should be playing on the control, but I'm not going to do that. The guys ain't going to agree. We're going to play structured. So if it normally goes green when they agree, but if you stick to what the assistant says, it'll go green quite often. We're going to play short and we're going to play out of defence. Just imagine that you're talking to your team before an actual match. You're going to want to give them verbal instructions. Otherwise, you're just going to put them on a pitch and they're going to go, right, what am I doing? If you don't do all that, I know it's only a little gizmo, but imagine sending your team out without any instructions. That's basically what this tactical briefing is. That's it. We have just got St Albans in the cup of the FA trophy, which is nothing to me. I don't care. They asked, do you want extra time? I said no, because I plan to play my fully rotated, and if there's a draw, I want them to play again, so that the rotated team can actually get some game time. I see the cups like that. I think we're going to play Coca instead of Cadman. And let's get you on the bench. In fact, little tip, when you're playing in the league in this low, don't put a goalkeeper on the bench, because as far as I'm concerned, it's a wasted slot and you need players available. In fact, sorry, no, concentrate. Let's put Cadman on there. And we are going to defensive midfielder, Elliot, although he's not really fit. Archie Edwards. My OCD there. And let's put Logan on there. And obviously Mr. Cregan. He scored a few goals. Scored a few. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get on with it. So we're on key highlights again. Talk to team. We're at home, so I'm going to be assertive. We should be winning this fairly comfortably, and I'm going to give them a boost. I don't do this every match. Just, I think there's a lot more to come with you. And you just get them a little bit more fired up for the match. Let's go, boys. Let's do it. So Kane into right, opening highlight, no point in commentating. So they're playing a 4-4-2 as well. I think our formation is going to overwhelm them quite significantly, because if you think about their back line and their middle line, it's 2 banks of 4, but we're playing 2, I might speak too soon here, but we're playing 2 attacking midfielders in left and right. Oh, please don't score. Ah! Okay, so you're seeing it. You're seeing it. Here it goes. Let's get you in behind. Okay. I was just saying that we've got these 2 sort of in between, behind enemy lines, if you wish. Maybe it's the shorter passing that's tripping us up. Oh, that's beautiful play. That's beautiful. Go on, finish that. Nice. There we go. Straight back in. No changes required. Just one of those things. Don't always panic. When you go 1-0 down, a lot of people go, oh no, it's all wrong. It's wrong. The opposition will score goals. Don't panic. Stick to your guns. If you go 2-0 down, then start making changes. I tend to live the game's rules by that. Unless there's something evidently clear here showing that you need to change something. It's quite obvious, if I'm honest. And I saw our stats from the beginning and we were okay. We're okay. So we've got a poacher. Let's just have a quick look at him. So his pace is 12, finishing 8, composure 6. Not too concerned about him. Even if he gets a chance, he's going to fluff it. Target man, strength 15, heading 7, first touch 6, jumping reach. So he's very good in the air, but once he gets there, he can't do anything with it. So he's just there for show, basically. He's going to score against me, isn't he? Even though he has already, and I wrote him off. Right, so we've died down in this area, but climbing again. Their back line is all on defence, so we've gone with the right approach. This is what we should be doing. Although, what I will suggest, because this inside forward, oh, he's on attack. Forget that. He's saying support here, so an inside forward on support will run to this area and then look for the final pass in behind, like with the poacher or the central midfielder there on attack, coming from deep. But on attack he will run in behind the lines himself. Come on, let's score. Let's win that back. Good. Davies looking for Antwi. Antwi takes it. He's running at the defence. He's got no support really. But how can we deal with that? What can we do to give him support? That we can go flexible or fluid. Let's go fluid and get some men forward, and we're going to push up. Okay, so we're going to push up and we're going to play in front of them. My line wasn't high enough to be doing what we're doing, to be quite honest. So my general rule is I will push up. If I'm still not getting a possession, then I'll move this up one. And I'll keep pushing up until I start to keep maintaining this. Alright, so it's going to be half time. It's 1-1. That's full. So, good half stats wise, bad half conceding wise. So I'm going to be assertive again, And I'm going to say, we're not doing badly at all. If everyone needs to continue to work hard and we'll win this. There you go. That's quite a good response. And then I'm going to boost them again. But I'm going to do it calmly. I'm going to say, I'm looking for you to make a difference. You're capable. And how are Dartford getting on? Just to keep you updated. We've got Bath winning 3-0 against Eastbourne. Dartford are they playing? Dartford. There they are. They're 1-1 against Gloucester. Come on, Gloucester. We need you. Let's go. So 13 shots. 62% possession. That's nice. Let's do something with it though, guys. I'm not happy with the percentage wise here versus mine. They look more likely. So let's close down more. Oh no! No! I've actually played into their hands, to be quite honest. But my theory was, and I do get it wrong, I'm not going to say I'm the finished article, I know exactly what to do on the game, because I don't. I want you to see me lose games as well. They are playing a poacher, which is obviously going to look to penetrate in behind my lines. And by playing a high line, he's got all the time, imagine Michael Owen, he would exploit that space. He's that type of player. That's what he's trying to do. Then I've got a target man who's got strength, but he's pace. In fact, he's not bad pace-wise as well. So my theory was to keep the line high, to keep the target man out of vicinity, although he could flick it onto the poacher, etc. But I went with the high line, but really I should have been going with the low line and protecting us against that. But now we're going to have to go some to come back into this game. So I'm going to attack from the back. Edwards, on you come, son. We need you. Let's go attack. And full back. Attack. What I am going to do though. No, I want you on. Right, there you go. Right, so Whitehawk can go there. I'm going to leave you on. And I want Edwards to come on. Sorry guys. And attack. But wing back. Whenever you've got a winger on the left, always play full back. But anything else, play a wing back. Because he's providing the width, he isn't. In fact, these could be clashing. I'm going to put you on a winger. On support, full back. Support. Sorry guys, I'm messing around here. Attack. 2 down forward, support. I want to... Let's try Logan instead. Because he's left-footed and I was playing him on the right. So I'm now switching it up and putting a right-footed player on the right to make it a little bit easier for him. Wing back, attack, wing back, attack. Let's do it. And then this guy on half back, he's not brilliant at doing it, but I just want the back line to come up higher. And let's go. Let's have you on box to box as well, because we've got these three covering. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I didn't change the mentality. But let's see what that does for us. 2-1 down. I hate not playing in comprehensive. How can we have that many shots and be losing? Just goes to show that shot count isn't everything. We're not. There we go, it's growing. Let's stop the game for a second. Let's go attacking. I'm just going to put you on attack. Let's go. Let's overload them. It could go against us though, because the balls are going too fast forward. Yeah. Come on, guys. 21 shots. We're having the shots. Come on, guys. Let's equalise. Get it in there. Finish that. Finish that, Tiggs. Davies. Oh, there you go. There you go. Sunny Jims. You can tell when the tactics are right, though, because the shot count. If you're having shots, then something's right. We've gone up to first in this position. I'm not going to change. We're gonna go for the win. So they're still. They've got their back line on defend. Got one more sub. Right, let's change. Let's bring on some fresh legs up front. Cleggan, I know you're capable of doing it. He's capable of getting a winner. Let's do it, boys. Oh, look at those stats. Come on. Come on, boys. 10 minutes to go. Let's get the winner live. Come on, boys. Here we go. Go on. Yes! It's a work of art. Right, now, in this situation, what do? Do you gamble and try and allow the fourth, which is risky, because what the opposition are going to do now, I just want you to, I'm going to unpause and then pause. Uh-oh, highlight straight away. Bad idea. The amount of times the game makes those adjustments and you don't change. If we, oh, come on. Oh, we're too open now. We're too open, and I just, is that a, well, there's going to be a penalty. Quite, end of highlight, please, 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 please. There. Right, there you go. So they're attacking on the wing on the left. So straight away, my right needs to be locked down. You need to do this before you continue the match. I just wanted to show you the changes and what happens if you don't. And it happens so many times. When you hear the term, I got FM'd, it's because of that. Right, so wing back definitely not on attack. Let's go defend because their right winger was on attack. Now I'm going to leave this guy on a winger, and in fact we are going to attack because what's going to happen is my fullback on defend there is going to clear the ball, and if I've got him on support, he's going to be back here and it's going to be recycled by the opposition. So I'll need him to be pulling their right back in position, holding him back there. Then I'm going to put this guy on a box-to-box support, so he's still supporting, but he's doing it very, very nicely. Right, then we're going to go defensive midfielder, defend. I'm going to put this guy on defend as well. So the back line is staying put. We don't need to go on cover. I'm just going to go defend with Coca, defend. I'm going to drop deeper. I'm going to go onto structured. I'm going to go fairly narrow. And do I go control? Yes, because I want the forward pass to be quick. I'm not going to influence the passing. I'm just going to leave it on mixed. Passing space. We've got 7 minutes to go. Do you know what? I'm going counter. I'm looking after this. So with the mentality drop, obviously the passing changes, the width changes, the line changes. So just make sure you're bearing that in mind. Structured, counter. Anything else I want to do? Wide midfielder support there. Just central midfielder support will do. Defend, defend, defend. So we've got 5 defending. That's my unit. That's not moving. And then we've got this guy recycling. This guy needs to stay back because they're right, but their left back, I believe. Sorry, their right back is attacking. So it's right backs. Sorry, I've got this the wrong way around. See, this is the sort of thing that can cost you points. So you have to make sure you get it right. Right, attack. Support. Right, there you go. That's the change I want to make. Oh, look at that percentage. Look at this. Look at that. Right, what we're going to do, sit narrower. Sit narrower. I'm happy with that. Let's push the line up. Come on, boys, you can do it. That's it. Right, I'm just for the last few minutes going to retain, work the ball into the box and roam from position, show for the ball. Just shore it up for those last 2 minutes, because look at the ante now. Attack, attack. Everyone's on attack. Right. I'm actually going to fight fire with fire. Yes! There you go, guys. That's how it's done. It was a bit nervy at the end there, but not every game is convincing. I'm good at the game. I've just demonstrated that. I've learnt a lot. I've worked the game out to a degree, and I still make mistakes. Don't get me wrong, but that just shows how much fun this game is. Love it. Thank you. If you like this video, do leave a like. Feel free to share, comment and all that good stuff. Yeah. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.